It doesn't get more South Dakota than this.
Wimps is known for the atmosphere. Number one, it's a very homey building.
It has had 4 owners over the years, and we are number 5.
Jane's Boys, as they called their business in their mother's memory, are the 3 sons of Jane Slattery, Nick, Tom, and Jim, who became somewhat unexpected restaurateurs in late 2021, twice.
Toby's is known for roasted chicken, and they've got a really big fan base that kind of, has stuck around for a long time.
That includes the Slatterys, who understand the role places like Wimps play in towns like Burbank and establishments like Toby's play in Meckling. Their family farm was less than a mile from Toby's, and longtime family friends also owned Wimps.
The previous owners were both getting to a point of retirement, and we weren't really planning on taking on both at the same time. Wimps came across first. My hesitance was my ability and Nick's ability to do it, which is why we encouraged Jim to relocate.
Jim and his family moved from Arizona, where he worked as a software engineer.
I'd rather do this. I'd rather, the fact that we are a bar, we can sell liquor off, retail liquor out the door like a liquor store, like my brother Tom, and do food is like the trifecta of all things that I want to do for the rest of my life.
Nearly 18 months in, they've been mindful of not changing too much, but rather enhancing the food and beverage options already there. At Wimps, the burgers are legendary, and the menu builds from there with chicken wings, breakfast, and daily specials.
So right now, for example, we probably have the largest variety of steaks, ribeyes, sirloins, New York strips, prime rib on Saturdays. We're not doing anything with the building. We're going to try to keep it as much intact as possible to kind of retain that homey feeling.
At Toby's, chicken is still the star.
We've added wings there, and kind of increased the number of kids that have come in. It had been an older demographic, and more recently, we've been seeing a lot of under 30-year-olds coming in to either have roasted chicken or chicken wings or some of our sandwiches that we have.
Each of the brothers brings a unique skill set to the business. Jim draws on his early restaurant background in running the day-to-day. Nick brings administrative and construction expertise as the owner of multiple businesses, including AMS Building Systems. And Tom leverages his knowledge in small business ownership, including the adult beverage, food service, and entertainment side of the business.
My expectations were to let Jim thrive and do what he knew how to do best and just kind of guide him through some of the components that we wanted to add as far as craft cocktails, draft beer, improved retail liquor components at both. And it's, so I have been very, very hands-off on operational stuff, largely because of what I've got going on in Sioux Falls. I just don't have the time to put into it that I'd really like to, because it's a really nice environment to spend some time in, because it's familiar. But Jim's doing a great job, and we couldn't ask for a better person to steer the rudder, so to speak.
The sense of it is that the entrepreneurship that we have as brothers and what we've grown up with, and the ideas and the ideals that we have behind us is what keeps us moving.
We're all very opinionated people. We all know that what we want to do is the best way to do it, and finding compromise. We kind of lean on Dad here to kind of, facilitate conversation to make sure we're all on the same page.
And while they all say Mom would have had her reservations about her sons getting into business together, more than a year later, they think she too would be a satisfied customer, glad these establishments are continuing to serve their small towns and beyond.
Opportunity doesn't come knocking like this very often, in order to be impactful to the community, help these businesses continue to, flourish and keep a bar stool, warm for the locals, because let's be honest, they're the ones who are going to occupy those seats the most.
We're a participant every day. We focus on community service and customer service. We want people to enjoy a good meal. We want people to have a good service. We're going to continue to work very hard.
You go there once, you feel like you need to go back again, and it doesn't matter where you're coming from.